Hi guys, welcome back to F1 Podcast, episode number 130, part 3 I believe we're at now.
3, 4, 5, I can't remember.
Who knows, too many. We've just gone through the teams and their drivers, and we've had a bit of a chat about that. But Pep, we got some great news during the week on two fronts. And those two fronts are involving circuits. And mate, your thoughts on Silverstone getting the stamp of approval from the angry little dwarf, aka Bernie? What are your thoughts on that, mate?
Yeah, it's good to see that resolved. We've done previous podcasts talking about the fact that you need, obviously, I mean, it goes without saying, you need a race in the United Kingdom, and Silverstone is a great circuit, and I'm just so pleased to see that it was confirmed that Silverstone is back. I love the circuit, and there's other great circuits in the UK. I like Donington as well.
Donington's fine,
yeah,
but I think they set themselves a pretty aggressive target to try and achieve what they wanted to achieve in so short a time. But let's face it, excuse me, last year having Lewis Hamilton, trotting around Silverstone was great for the Brits, and it's just pound for pound one of the best circuits in our calendar. I don't think anyone could deny that.
Yeah, it's a great circuit, and I can't wait to see it back. So good, good stuff that Silverstone's back, and Canada's back as well. That was
yes.
Yeah.
I've been sitting here biding my time, not talking about Canada, thinking, it's coming up. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, obviously it's a North American circuit. The Canadians love Formula One.
They do.
And, for those of us who aren't Canadians, I think, personally, it's just a great circuit to be at. I love the ambience of the Canadian Grand Prix. I love Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. And it's just a travesty that Canada was not, even if you exclude America, and you forget North America, Canada needs a Grand Prix circuit. They need to be on the Canada calendar, and fantastic news that the Canadian Grand Prix is back, mate.
Absolutely. Couldn't have summed it up better. It was a travesty that it wasn't in our calendar last year. I think we were all sort of like, doing these ones going, what? The next race isn't Canada?
Yeah.
Fantastic circuit. I mean, I don't have the same affiliation with Canada as I do with, say, Magny-Cours. Sorry, France. One of my favourite tracks, pound for pound, is Canada. It's an awesome circuit. Just like them to sort of like redo the top surface of Canada, because it's a bumpy bastard of a track. But the layout is brilliant. It's got that awesome long straight.
Yeah, and Champions Corner, the last corner, which I always fuck up. And I love the hairpin. And they do chicanes well. I mean, there are chicanes and areas.
Those crazy Canadians, they do chicanes real well. They're good at the chicanes.
Yeah, and it's
great to see it back.
And it's
great to see it back.
Yeah.
Fantastic news. So I hope all of our Canadian friends and even our American friends are happy that Formula One, or the Formula One circus, is coming back to your neck of the woods in 2010.
Oh, by the way, it's fantastic footage behind us here, Max, of Mansell getting centre. That's classic, giving him the lift. That is F1 gold. Anyway.
Happy days.
So, other news, mate. We had Bridgestone, who pulled out of Formula One. Who knows who's going to replace them? I don't know that there's much to say.
I want to bring back Pirelli or
Pirelli?
Dunlop. Bring them back.
Yeah.
Old school names. Bring them back.
What about Goodyear, though?
Bring back Goodyear. Bloody oath. Why not?
And the other news, mate, of course, has been the testing that they've been doing in Jerez in the last week or so, and there's been all the new drivers. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say. Don't you? All these new drivers who have been running around.
Susek and co.
Yes, but mate, I have just been watching Daniel Ricciardo, and I'm sorry,
what nationality is he?
Yeah, he's a Perth boy. He's Australian.
He's Australian, baby. We're coming to get you.
He was the only one who did all three days. He's racing in basically Mark Webber's Sebastian Vettel's car, and he did all 3 days, and he topped the timesheets on the last day. I was loving it. For those of you who were watching the testing and thinking, what would Pep and Max think about Daniel Ricciardo doing well?
Gee, I wonder.
I was salivating, I was dribbling, I was loving it, and the guy, he needs to be in Formula One. He did what Jaime Alguersuari did last year. He won the British Formula 3 Championship. He's doing Renault World Series next year. But
Yep.
oh my God, what a performance, Max!
And fantastic from this young guy. I mean, he's through the lower formula anyway over the years. I mean, I realise and understand that you guys wouldn't have followed this guy.
We did.
We did. He's something out of the box.
Yeah.
And I remember when Lewis, prior to him coming into Formula One, a lot of you guys, a lot of our mates, our British mates, you guys, were giving us an idea of Lewis and what he'd achieved and all that sort of thing. Well, Daniel Ricciardo, I'm here to tell you, if he gets the backing from corporate Australia,
Which he won't.
yeah. You know, look at Mark Webber. He borrow $100,000 from David Campese to keep his racing career running in Europe. But when you think about it, we are a hell of a long way away from you guys. And if Australia can get behind, corporate Australia can get behind Daniel Ricciardo, I think it's going to be money well spent. And I am so proud and so pleased for this guy
It's
to
fantastic.
have his little test. The good thing out of the test is that he said it's just whetted my appetite for Formula One even more.
Yeah.
And I really, really hope someone gives him a go.
And he was so pragmatic about the speed and the braking. You know, he was actually saying that
It was disarming.
He was, and he did the fastest lap this year around Jerez. And, you know, I personally just think generally that it's great to see these young drivers given a chance over 3 days in Spain to prove their worth, to race around in Formula One cars. And we all know about the testing ban and stuff like that, and how that affects new drivers in Formula One. And it's been great to see these young guns running around.
And it has.
Showing their wares.
Absolutely. It's been great not just to see Daniel going around, but it's been great to see some of the other up-and-comers as well. Some of the guys that will probably become household names in Formula One over the next couple of years. So it was really, really good to see them, and I wish them all the very best.
Absolutely. Well, there's plenty to come in Formula One between now and Christmas time. There's lots of drivers who need to be confirmed. And I just want to say, Max, I know that you're the same. It's been fucking awesome to do this podcast, to record for you guys today.
Sure has.
It's been a bit of a gap, and we've been loving it, Max. I've been loving it in the last few weeks, and I've been loving sitting here talking to you guys.
Absolutely.
So cool.
Likewise, right back at you. And we'll have more to follow over the next couple of weeks as well in the lead up to Christmas. I'm no longer travelling as far as work is concerned over the next couple of weeks, so there should be no excuses. We'll get something up again soon.
All right, guys, enjoy the next chapters in Formula One and what's going to come soon, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, guys, see you.
Bye.
Bye.